If you ask any PlayStation gamer, you ask any one of the media outlets, you would hear a consensus that Xbox is dead. And unfortunately, you would see a lot of Xbox guys who used to support Xbox back in the day. They too are repeating it. They too have, left the community or left the platform. Let me just say, for those who are still here, this is how I feel.
I always stopping my brothers.
Yes, sir.
Woo!
All right.
That gives me motivation.
That's right.
That gives me motivation.
Right.
'Cause I know y'all out here. I must be out here.
Right.
That's
y'all
right.
Have a big, beautiful, blessed day.
All right, brother.
Woo! That's the brothers. The brotherhood.
So yes, the Xbox team aren't going anywhere because they are just not believing the narrative that Xbox is dead, that Xbox has no value. And you know why they don't believe the narrative that these ponies and these media outlets are pushing? Because the evidence don't show that. Guess which developer is seeing a lot of value in Xbox at this moment? Even at Game Pass. It is none other than Kojima. You know why Kojima is seeing Xbox having a lot of value? Look at this.
Death Stranding Director's Cut gets huge player bump thanks to Xbox Game Pass. One of last month's biggest XGP additions. One of the most high-profile additions to Xbox Game Pass last month was the arrival of Death Stranding Director's Cut from Kojima Productions. And perhaps unsurprisingly, the title absolutely shot up the Xbox player charts last week as a result, as shared by Circana's Matt Piscatella. Prior to its Game Pass arrival, Death Stranding ranked 501st by total weekly active users on Xbox in the US. In the week commencing January 24th, shortly after its XGP drop, the Hideo Kojima adventure rose all the way up to 16th on that list.
Nice.
A massive leap from the week prior.
Of course, given that Death Stranding Director's Cut finally made its Xbox debut back in 2024, 5 years after the PS4 launch, it's not surprising that the game had dropped way down the charts prior to its XGP arrival. Still, the sheer jump here showcases just how much of a player boost a game can get via Xbox Game Pass, and why devs continue to add titles to the service, even a while after launch.
So although these ponies love to say that Game Pass damages games, here we see Game Pass is working out for a dev like Kojima, bringing back, Death Stranding. Although Death Stranding is not a game for me, it's not a game for most of us. There are persons out there who would enjoy playing this game, and it proves it because it shut up, the most played games on Xbox the week it went on to Game Pass. This is why I tell you guys, these crusty toes ponies don't know what they are talking about. I can't trust anyone with toes like that. How could I? Today, however, we are going to talk about so many developers who see value in Xbox. Despite the narrative, they see value. We'll just highlight 3 of these devs, but there are much more than 3. So let's first start off with one exclusive in the game. You see, after the company would have weighed their options, they decided that Xbox and PC is the best place to put their game exclusively. This game has not received any mention of a PlayStation 5 port or a PlayStation 5 version. Now, what game am I talking about? Look at this. So the game that you are watching right now on your screen is called Replace. And let me just say that this game looks so cool. The devs here really chose a really cool art style. I mean, it's unique. I believe this is a 2.5D game. I mean, who could deny how this game, it really does capture you when it is you look at it. Now, let me give you some details about this game. Now, Replaced is a 2.5D sci-fi retro futuristic action platformer set for release on March 12, 2026 for Xbox Series X, S, PC, and Xbox Game Pass. Wait. Where is the PlayStation 5 version. Well, the devs here told PlayStation, no, you won't be getting any replace.
Yo, shout the season, man. Shout the season, man.
Developed by Sadcat Studios, players control Reach, an AI trapped in a human body in a dystopian 1980s. It features a cinematic combat, pixel art, and a gritty cyberpunk-inspired world. If you pause here, you could find a little more information about the game. Now, what's interesting is that the devs there at Sadcat would have put up the different platforms you can get it for. And if you notice, there's no PlayStation 5 there. But why is that? Seems that the devs didn't see the value in PlayStation 5, at least for the foreseeable future. But this is a beautiful game. Let me know what you think about it. Are you going to buy this game? It looks really good. I love the art style. I love the style that they chose. March 12, 2026. Replaced. Now, the next game I'm about to talk about is doing the same thing Final Fantasy is doing right now. Final Fantasy would have said they are ending any kind of exclusive deal they had there with PlayStation, and they are bringing their games everywhere. And this game is doing the exact same thing, because for the first time ever, we have seen something on the trailer. The trailer of Nioh 3 has indicated that PlayStation only has a 5-month window for exclusivity of this game. And this is the first time in Nioh's history this is happening. The question is, ponies, why? Why is Koei Tecmo only leaving Nioh 3 5 months on the PlayStation platform? If the PlayStation is the best console since sliced bread, if it is here what playing PlayStation make you run faster, make you smell better, and all of this jazz, then why is Koei Tecmo for the first time, let me stress that, in history, might be putting Nioh on other platforms? Because we would have seen that, guess what? In the trailer, they said all they have is a 5-month exclusivity with PlayStation. Listen to this article.
Nioh 3 could be coming to more consoles than just PS5 sooner than you think. Nioh 3 is slated to release on Friday, February 6th, on PC via Steam and PS5. But the game's latest trailer has revealed that Xbox and maybe even Nintendo Switch 2 owners may not have too long a wait for a version of their own. According to the small print in the trailer, the PS5's console exclusivity period looks set to run for just 6 months. This means Nioh 3 could debut on other consoles, such as Nintendo Switch 2 or Xbox Series X and S, as early as August 6th, 2026, potentially marking the first time a Nioh title will be available on any console other than Sony's PlayStation. Though none of this is confirmed. Of course, and publisher Koei Tecmo may hold off on porting to other consoles for technical and other reasons. It should be good news nonetheless for Team Ninja fans with an Xbox Series X and S looking to give it a go.
Wow, wow, wow. I love it so much. Xbox is so irrelevant. Xbox is so dead that there is no potential that Nioh 3 could be launching on the Xbox Series console in the near future. And I know that there is some pony right now listening to this video and saying, Cap, that is only rumors. Well, then tell me why. Explain this. Why did Koei Tecmo decide to put that little disclaimer at the bottom of the video saying that, guess what? This is only for 6 months, not 5 months. I said 5 months previously. This is only exclusive for 6 months. Why did Koei Tecmo decide to do that, knowing fully well that they never did that in the past? This is the first time Koei Tecmo would have put up a disclaimer like that on one of their videos for Nioh. Wow, wow, wow. Xbox is irrelevant, right? And now let's talk about the last game. Let's talk about one of the most anticipated game of 2026, if not the most anticipated game for 2026. That is Crimson Desert. Now, I'm sure if you are around for a while, you will know that every time I post up video clips of this game, I get somebody to asking which game is this, when could I play it, and so forth. Well, this game has gone gold, and this game is coming out this year, March the 19th to be exact. Now, when it is, you look at this game, you see that this game has everyone hyped. Now, one of the things I would say about this game is a day one for me. One, because I want to explore this massive world, and also because of what the devs did. You see, Sony, PlayStation did the same thing with these developers, like what they did with Black Myth Wukong. You know, although Sony and Game Science don't want to admit that Sony had an exclusive deal, it is too obvious that 1 year after this game was released on PlayStation, it was then released on Xbox. So this is the type of deals that Sony love to make. A 1 year deal for exclusive rights to putting their games onto the PlayStation 5. But the Pearl Abyss here told Sony, no, 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 no. You don't believe me? Look at this. Crimson Desert devs respond to reports it turned down Sony PlayStation 5 exclusivity deal that would have blocked Xbox release for a year. The developers of upcoming open world action fantasy game Crimson Desert has responded to reports indicating it had turned down an offer of PlayStation 5 exclusivity from Sony. Alleged details coming out of South Korean developer Pearl Abyss investors relations session date September 26, reported on by a South Korean financial blogger who subsequently translated their article into English, deleted that translation, then published a retraction. Included discussions with Sony about the potential for an exclusive publishing partnership, similar to that seen with Shift Up Stellar Blade. Pearl Abyss reportedly said that if it had accepted Sony's offer, which allegedly included Sony's marketing power and various unique incentives, Crimson Desert would have been exclusive to PlayStation 5 for a year with no release on Xbox, and with PC distribution rights also belonging to Sony. However, Pearl Abyss reportedly turned down the offer after running the numbers on expected sales and the revenue share structure it would have had to place with Sony. Instead, opting to self-publish, Pearl Abyss allegedly determined that it would be better off taking a bigger piece of the revenue pie by self-publishing Crimson Desert than it would be had it partnered with Sony to share revenue with the PlayStation maker. Let me just tell the team there at Pearl Abyss, yes, gamers all around the world, Pearl Abyss is saying thanks, because this is what Sony does. Sony does these type of moves so that they can get ahead of the curve. But by you saying no to Sony, I guarantee you that this game is going to sell gangbusters, and you guys would be making back your investment for this game. And you know you owe it to yourselves for that. So let me hear what you think. Do you think that Xbox has no value? That is why Kojima decided to put his game onto Game Pass. That is why Sadcat decided to put Replace exclusive onto Xbox and PC. I mean, you tell me what, if it is the guys on Twitter really knows what they are talking about. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.